Ladybird. We adopted her from the Cat Protection League in Wellington. She was 8 years old, and at the time we wanted to adopt sick, terminally sick or older cats, as no one else wants to adopt because most people prefer to adopt younger cats. She picked us. I didn't know what that means. When you say you're going to take care of older cats, even though you don't have that much time with them, even if they're going to cost you so much more in healthcare. Someone told me once, it's not about us, it's about them. And I walked in there feeling quite self-righteous and good about myself. On paper, it's a good thing. I knew it's going to be rough when we have to let her go. 7 years later, 2025 July, she became sick in May, lost her appetite on the 7th of May, and she seems to have recovered. By the end of June, mid-June, she started refusing to eat her dry food, and I thought she was being naughty, wanting to just eat the wet food. She had a weight problem, and wet food doesn't have as much nutrition, I was told. And so, thinking she was naughty, I said, well, eat your vegetables, eat your dry. And she was begging for food all the time, but she's had that trouble in the past, overeating. And you just don't know at which point that tips over. But I think it was after she refused to eat her dry food. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't think it was going to be until she stopped eating, and I called the vet, and the vet said immediately, bring her immediately. The next day I had a call from the vet, and even then I still said, well, couldn't make it there until Saturday because I don't drive. She was diagnosed with pancreatitis and was placed on medication, 4 medications a day, twice a day. Her appetite increased straight after that. She was given an appetite enhancer the next day, and it was hopeful. We were told it was 50-50. I kind of thought I prepared myself from the time. I didn't think I was going to lose her now. I thought I'll have 5 more years, she'll be 18 or 20. And then I didn't think she was going to go now. So as it turned out, after the scan, it wasn't pancreatitis. It was probably lymphoma. The lymph nodes are really big. Pancreas have lots of lumps. And there's fluid in her chest. I'm canceling the scan tomorrow. Feeding tubes not going in. And we have to call a time. Lee wants to be there. I want it done at home, but that means more delay. So we have to do it in the clinic. I need to tell him, the vet, in the next 24 hours because the longer we wait, the longer she's going to suffer. The emotional attachment you form is real. And no matter how much you prepare, you will truly be prepared. The breaking of emotional ties is as real, whether it's with humans or with a different species. The way she tilts her head, the way she sits, The way she yells at you, asking for food. The way she pretends to ask for a rub when what she wants is to feed her. As soon as you get close to her, she'll lead you to her bowl. We taught her how to sit down for her food. She'll sit next to her bowl to ask for food. When we move into this house and we change our bed into a bed that is elevated, she stopped climbing to bed with us because she is 15. It's a bit too hard for her to climb. And part of me will always regret that, but I'm getting older and sleeping on the floor is getting harder for me. But it was easier for her to climb to bed with us, especially when she's asking for food. And you never know whether she's there for a cuddle and because she loves you or because she wants to be fed. The way her right leg would stick out when she sit down because she has a ACL. I think her tendon was snapped at one point before we adopted her, and it was replaced. And the way she tilts her head, or the way she goes, was the first thing I noticed when we adopted her. How she likes to sprawl, and so I bought beds for dogs rather than for cats. She's quite chunky. The most important thing is that I could open myself up to loving her unconditionally, and the kind of pouring of heart I couldn't do with another human being, and the severing of that bond is really difficult. If you lose a creature who is a part of your life for a long time, don't let anybody tell you that you're overreacting. I don't think I've ever loved any living thing the way I've loved her. She did make me a better person for knowing that that side of me exists. They don't ask for much, just a bit of a cuddle, food, water, and shelter. It's not up too much to ask. It's not that hard for us to give. Today is the day that we have to let her go. We just have to decide when. Schedule that time.